Dun, 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 dun. Says I'm live. Must be a big fucking delay. Here I go. Alrighty. Shame I can't share this. Top chat. Yeah. Dum-dum-dum, surely. Hey everyone. Down here in Niagara Falls. I'm still getting used to this live stream, checking it out, so I'm just playing around. So I've just been running some errands. I'm here in Niagara Falls. I'm going to turn the camera around very, very shortly. But those of you that know Niagara Falls will probably recognise that's behind me, just by the colour of it. Any guesses what hotel that is? Any guesses? Come on. See how alert you are. But give it a couple of minutes and I'm going to drive through the falls. So I'm going to turn the camera around very shortly. And we'll drive down Clifton Hill and down towards Table Rock and see how many people are around today. It's a nice day. You've got to make the most of it. It is locked down. I've been home most of the day, but I just had to run out, do a few errands. So I brought my camera bag with me. And I thought on the way home, I'll do this. I'll do a live video for the way home. I'll edit the beginning of this video later on when I get home. So if you want to watch it later on, not the live stream. I'll cut most of it out and just do the live stream of us driving. So we'll head down there very shortly. That's right. I'm going to turn the camera around and then you can see what I see. Just give me a second. I go and do it. I got my little rig up here. All right, let's turn it around. All right, there we go. Seatbelt on. Can I just lift up a little bit? There we go. That might be better. You don't want to see the whole dashboard. All right, give me a second and just... There's a delay from what I see, from what I'm doing to what I see. So I just want to get the camera right. Unfortunately, GoPro, you can't zoom in once you're live. You can't even zoom in at all. You can't use the zoom when doing a live broadcast. So bear with me. I'm just going to tilt the camera back a little bit more so we get more of a higher shot. All right. Let's take you for a drive down Niagara Falls. I'm just going to move my microphone. We don't want to hear it rustle around too much. All right, that's better. All right, here goes. Oh, by the way, we're in the Marriott, Courtyard Marriott car parking lot. So that's where I was right now. All right. Hopefully my GoPro won't wobble around too much. And we'll have a drive around, see how many people are actually come down to the falls today. We are in lockdown. It is beginning of week 3 of the lockdown, but it's towards the end of week 1 of the state of emergency stay-at-home order, which somehow can't be enforced. A lot of the police services are now saying they can't enforce it due to so many Charter of Rights being quoted and stuff like that. So, and not only that, no one knows what the bloody rules are, where you can go, what you can do, when you can do it, and what you can't do. So that has been a major problem with this stay-at-home order. So far, when I'm not working, all I've done is gone for a walk with my dogs, and that's it. All right, how's that camera angle? That might be better. All right. If anything, this is more for me, it's a test of doing a live stream, you don't get many opportunities to do a test. For when the weather gets bad, I want to be able to do some good live streams, weather-related vlogs. So I just need to know, make sure everything's working fine. And the only way to do it is by playing around, so that's what I'm doing now. All right, it's going to turn out onto here. There we go. As you can see from here, it's pretty quiet. The top end of the attractions. Everywhere is closed. There isn't a shop open. Closed. The restaurant's open there. And that's the only one I've seen open. Closed. A couple of people walking there. All right, it's going to turn onto Clifton Hill. Small little group of people there, family having a walk. I'd like to believe, looking at them, they're probably local people from somewhere in the region. All right, just pull in here a second. All right, right in front of me is the Sheraton. Now, everything here on Clifton Hill is closed. I can honestly tell you, even the fast food restaurants are closed. The big top amazing mirrors is all like papered up so you can't see through the windows. Yeah, it's all closed. This is probably the quietest I've actually really ever seen Niagara Falls. And I've commuted down this way many times over the years. And God, I've seen it busier at 4 o'clock in the morning. All right, let's head further down. All right, homeless people just... Is she just stopping? All right, good driving. Tourists. I'm going to say tourist. Right, to the right is Victoria Gardens, and right in front of me, if you can work it out, is the US Falls. For those people who are not from around here. If you're not from the Niagara region, hello, welcome. This is Niagara Falls, by the way. For those people who are from this area, you know quite well where I am. All right, on a positive note so far, there's only a handful of people walking around. All right, around on the Parkway, heading towards Table Rock. Any questions, feel free to just write them below. I will pull over very shortly and I'll read anything that's posted. I can see my phone just to my right, so I keep glancing down at it. But don't worry, it's not affecting my driving. It's placed away from me. I'm not touching it in any way. All right, it's going to go into this parking lot. There is a few cars parked here. Now, last time I came here, this parking lot is quite expensive. This is where Niagara Parks Police is based as well. Downtown Chrysler, Yorkdale, Mercedes of Brampton, Rexdale, Hyundai. You know where I'm going with this. Yeah, they could have moved down here and had those plates, but the chances are pretty slim. These people are going to look where they're going. Lincoln, don't know what that one is. Cooksville, that's Mississauga. Quebec plate here, the GMC, that was a Quebec plate. Car Connection, we don't have one of them around here. So yeah, there's a few tourists around, I will say that. Not many, thankfully. And I'm very happy to report it is very quiet. All right, let's move on up. If you're you're not from around here, by the way, this is Niagara Falls. It's currently 3 degrees. It's quite warm for this time of year. Usually we're a lot colder than this, usually a lot of ice. Long range forecast is we will be going into a lot of cold weather in about 6 or 7 days time. And we'll come back down here then when everything's frozen over. It'll be really pretty. So I expect that in about 10 days time before it really gets hold of this area. And this does look really spectacular in snow and ice. All right, here at the falls, just gonna spin it around if I can, just slightly, there we go. Literally just a handful of people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I can probably count no more than 10 people. So I'm glad to say the stay-home order is working in this area. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. Now, what I find interesting, if you just look to your left, a WeGo bus, 2 WeGo buses. So the area's closed, we are on lockdown, we are at stay-at-home order, yet the WeGo buses, that is a tourist bus bringing people down to Table Rock. It shows, so it has no purpose whatsoever than to bring people down here. The parking lot to my right does say we are closed, but they're allowing people in for $28. The sign's right there. We are closed, Niagara Parks, but you can go in, and there's a sign right next to it saying $28 for the day. So, is it closed? Not really. If it was closed, the WeGo buses wouldn't be running down here today either. There's no sense of that bus running into Table Rock unless you're bringing tourists around, because no one's working down here today. All right, what we'll do, we'll drive a bit further up. There's quite a lot of cars parked in this parking lot. Then we'll just drive over to Dufferin Islands. If you just joined us, my name is Nigel. This is Nigel's Cheap Vlogs. I'm just doing a live video, more of a test. I'm trying to get used to this equipment. I want to do some live videos when the weather turns nasty as part of my weather vlogs. So I'm just playing around. I thought it'd be a good idea to just show you Niagara Falls as it is today. It's currently 3 degrees, overcast, mild for this time of year, usually around about -3 in the daytime. And there's usually snow on the ground, and as you can tell, there's nothing. So it's nice to get out for a walk. You really should get out for a walk. It'll clear your head. A lot of mental health issues going on right now with the COVID. And don't stay indoors too long. Even though there's a stay indoors order, I would recommend just going for a walk in your neighborhood. Just get out, get some fresh air while you can, because it's going to be a long winter, folks. It's easy right now, but when that weather really hits in the next week or the week after, you are going to be stuck indoors. Or when you do go out, you're going to be lined up outside the stores in the bitterly cold weather, and it's not going to be fun. So make the most of it while you can. Just make sure you self-isolate, grab your mask, and limit where you go. If you just joined us, I've just come out here. I was doing a few errands, so I'm just driving home this way. I have my camera bag with me. What a coincidence. All right. Now, what I have noticed is quite a few people with dogs. I'm going to presume these people are local, more likely to be local, just the way they dress, the way they look. I shouldn't really judge, but sometimes you can tell those people who've come from near and those who have come from afar. Most of the people I've seen walking are just couples, really, which is a good sign that they're probably just out for a stroll, and they're probably from around here, nearby, somewhere in the Niagara region. That lady's wearing an Ice Dogs hat, so you know she's from around here. It's weird, I never got to come down here this year to see the Christmas lights because they shut them all off to keep people away. So just pretend the lights are on as we drive around. A couple of polar bears to your right. I don't know if you can see them. Maybe not. So what I've noticed in this live video, I need to make my camera higher, and I do have what they call a gooseneck, but I left it at home. It's one of the things I just got over Christmas, and I thought I brought it with me. So next time I'm doing this, I'll set it up in the vehicle so the GoPro is higher. Now I do love coming down. We do like these. They're beautiful. Local around here, it's just like locally come down. It's just like me where I live. I go down to a boat launch, Crystal Beach, which is literally 2 minutes from my house drive, or 20-minute walk. It's just nice to get away, change of scenery, and breath of fresh air. So anyone who's worried about Niagara Falls could still be busy, I can clearly, honestly tell you, Niagara Falls is very quiet. This is definitely the quietest I've ever seen Niagara Falls in a daytime. I've seen it easier than 4 o'clock in the morning summer. All right, what we'll do, we'll drive back towards Niagara Falls itself, back up Clifton Hill, because there's more people just joined me. So if you just joined us, hello. Just driving around Niagara Falls, seeing how busy it is. Also testing my equipment for future live videos. Just trying to get the settings right. I figured out right now I need to lift my camera higher. All right, just pull out of here. This is a beautiful building here, this old power station. It's meant to be doing something with it in the near future where we can actually go in it. Well, this is beautiful architecture from the late 1800s. 1906 it was completed, it says on it. Beautiful. Reminds me a lot of the buildings in the UK, like London and Glasgow, Manchester even. It's beautiful work. There's your waterfalls just to your right. And as you can tell, very, very quiet here. So rest assured, there's no influx of visitors coming down from other regions. It is very, very quiet. However, the WeGo buses are running. And this particular WeGo line is a tourist line to Table Rock. So that surprises me, they are bringing buses down here when really we're meant to be discouraging people from coming here. But they're offering a service, so that doesn't make sense. And the parking lot here says closed. Big sign, we are closed, Niagara Park, but it's open because you can take a ticket and pay to stay there. So a bit of a contradiction, that. But if you're local, you live in the Niagara region, the weather's nice, you know, at some point, get out, get some fresh air, clear your head. It's good for your mental health. Just stay away from other people and get in the fresh air. Fresh air is good for everyone. It's a beautiful skyline, that. Look at that. Camera makes it look really nice. I can't be careful. I shouldn't look at my phone there, look at the screen, because it's like, I think there's about an 8 to 9 second delay from what I'm seeing real life to what happens on YouTube. Eyes on the road again. It's a nice dog. Now, try and have a look over to the US side, see how busy it is there. Can't really tell. It is eerie and it's sad. Sorry, I'm just rambling on now. I just find it very sad that we've come to this and it's really quiet. This place should be really bustling at weekends, but it's not. It's just the times we're in right now, and let's really, really hope it's temporary. And come Easter, things will start rebounding back. Speaking of that, though, just going on to the COVID thing very briefly, because as you know, I've done COVID videos in the past. Something that concerned me last night, and it's played on my mind a lot, and so I woke up thinking about it as well, is the story of Canada. The Pfizer vaccine, which Canada was getting, is now being cut by 50%. I don't know why, until about March, but at the very same time they announced that, the presidential-elect Joe Biden announces he's going to inoculate 100 million people in his first 100 days. Is that a coincidence, I wonder, that we lose a lot of vaccines, but yet America is now pushing theirs out rampantly? Yeah, and that's a country, as I see, for most of the last 8 or 9 months, 10 months I should say, didn't really give a crap about COVID in comparison to us here in Canada and a few other countries around the world, but they're now pushing it out faster than anyone. Money talks, or was it an arms deal they did maybe? All right, I won't go down the conspiracy routes. I don't really try and stay away from them. But it is interesting that the vaccine's being slowed right down, but yet America's ramping their inoculation out. Dun, dun. All right, just at the bottom of Clifton Hill for those people who just joined us. Directly in front is that is the Whirlpool. No, it's not the Whirlpool Bridge. That's the. Oh my God, not the Peace Bridge. Oh my God, my brain's just Rainbow Bridge. The Rainbow Bridge to the States. That's the one for road for cars and buses. Nexus is further down. All right, it's going to turn to Clifton Hill. Here's my little scenic tour for you. Little group here, family. A little cold. Oh, wind is cold, mate. All right, let's go a different way. Let's take you around. I've got a few minutes to spare before I go home. So, let's have a little drive around, and I'm going to go back the falls way anyway. Head towards Chippewa and head home that way. I love a scenic drive. Seems I'm going to be indoors for the next bloody God knows how long. I mean, do you feel sorry for those people who can't work right now and have to stay at home continuously? I mean, I'm lucky I get to go to work 4 days a week, even though it's stressful, but it is gets me out of the house and it is a break. But for a lot of people, you're just stuck in the house, and that's why I say you got to get out and get some fresh air and go for a walk. All right. Weird setup. The old, would that be the old Planet Hollywood? Looks like a Planet Hollywood, doesn't it? If anyone's watching, next to me is the water park, but is that the old Planet Hollywood right there? It's got that dome. I don't know. I haven't been in Niagara Falls that long. So I'm going to guess it looks like a Planet Hollywood dome anyway. Could be completely wrong. What a crap guide I am. And the border crossing. Very quiet. Oh, I should have a Starbucks. Nah, too expensive. Cheapskate. Well, it sounds like my audio's coming out pretty good on this live feed I'm doing. As I said, more than anything, I'm doing some testing with live feeds because I did a live feed a couple of weeks back during a storm, and it didn't sound very well. I know I could make it better, so I bought a couple of accessories to play around with, and I'm now using my GoPro more for live video. And I bought some good accessories, cheapy ones to go with Nigel's Cheap Vlogs. I didn't buy any actual high-end ones. God. So we're just playing around with it, and when the storms come this winter and spring, hopefully I'll be out in the thick of it and I can bring you it. All right, see me. Don't step out, ladies. Hard to believe this is one of the world's one of the top world destinations, tourist attractions in the world. I'm trying to get my words right for that. Oh, she's giving tickets out. Here we go. She found a few people. Yeah, millions and millions of people come here every year until this past 10 months, and it's It's strange seeing it very, very quiet, very strange. All right, if you're not from the Niagara region and you've been watching this, please feel free to share the video so you can show other people what Niagara Falls looks like. We'll just quickly pull over here. I'll just put my lights on. So we can just show you quickly. Can you get a shot of the falls there, Nigel? Can we get a look at the falls? There's the falls right there. So that is the falls directly next to me. I don't know if we can pick it up. No, so we can hear the roar. Okay, the wind's blowing just slightly down for me, so it's not carrying the sound, but yeah, you can just about pick it up, I guess. All right, gonna move on out. There's actually more people here than there was at the beginning of the video. I think we counted 10 when we first drove down here, like 10 minutes ago. It's definitely doubled that, but hey, it's just small groups, mainly couples, really is. It is couples. A lot of people walking dogs. When I see people walking dogs, I tend to think they haven't come from too far, which is a good sign. I don't know, am I chat enabled on the YouTube or not? I have to check that later. I'll play around with that when I get home. Alright. Oops. As you can see, just driving around, see what's going on. I should have brought my other accessory. Angry I forgot it. The other accessory puts the camera higher, get a better angle. All right, speaking of weather, because I do like to follow the weather and a bit of a weather nerd, we are expecting some bit of a polar vortex to drop down around about the 22nd, 23rd of January, and the long-range forecast looks like a good, probably nearly 10 days of really cold weather coming in. So we might start to see the lake freeze over. And I always tend to find the last 2 weeks of January and the first 2 weeks of February are usually the worst. And it's not going to let us down. It looks like it's going to come this winter, but a little bit later than normal. We've already done Dufferin Allens, which is just to my right, so I'm going to carry on driving up. I'm going to drive towards Chippewa. And this is the way I drive home. This used to be my commute to work for several years. I used to drive down here like 4 o'clock in the morning, every morning when I was based in Niagara Falls. It was great. I loved it. Probably the best commute in the world driving along here every day. Then they moved us. Which sucked. Mind you, anything's better than the commute than driving around Manchester or Toronto. Those commutes are crap. I know you're all there watching on YouTube right now. I tell you what, I'll be going home shortly and pray for the rest of the night. So all I'm going to be doing is watching videos on YouTube and things of interest. It's amazing what you find on there. There's some really good stuff. One of the things I'm really into right now, for some reason, I'm watching train videos from the UK just randomly, especially in Scotland. That's one place I want to go when the lockdown's over. Is I want to go to Scotland, and went there as a kid a few times, but I want to go back again, and want to get the train, the sleeper train, up to Inverness or something like that, and then a train back down to the southwest of England. Then I'll rent a car when I get down there and see my mum and everyone. It's one of the things I'm looking forward to when lockdown's over. This place is all derelict. I'll just quickly show you this. Look at this, all run down. This is the, I always find this fascinating. I'd love to get in there and have a good look. This is the inn, the Niagara Parkway. Can I just bend my camera? There you go, look at that run down thing. Signs are still up, it's all fenced off, all being vandalized to hell. And yeah, so yeah, that's sad really, isn't it, when you see that? Really sad. I'll do a quick turn around. That's really eerie. That's really eerie. Oh, I've got some messages here. Oh, so you have been read. Okay, I've just pulled up, so I'm just going to read some of your messages very quickly. Hey, bud, caught you live. Nice. Thanks, Steve. Tinkerbella, thank you. Stephen Vids. Hilton is something. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're further out than I thought. Kathy, hi, Kathy. Yeah, it was a police station. That's a Niagara Parks police station, if that's what you're referring to. What else have I got here? Heather Mark. Hi, Heather. Hi. Yep. Scott, hi Scott. I suck, thanks. Right, thanks Scott Armstrong for that. I always get a 1 or 2 trolls. Thanks for that, I appreciate that. Throw him in jail. Okay, by all means, Scott. But thanks for watching. Moving along nicely. Hidden jackpots. Thanks Scott, stay safe. Toronto finally learnt to stay home. Yeah, it looks that way. As I say, this is the quietest I've definitely seen it. And hi, Jessica. Rachel. Some nice messages. Thanks, guys. I'm trying to read them all very quickly. D. May, thanks for doing the video of Niagara Falls. Safe trip. Thanks very much. I'm heading home very shortly. And my wife's on night shift. She just texted me. She just woke up wondering where I am. She works at the hospital, and she just informs me that it looks like they're going to be out of outbreak very soon, which is good. They've had no new cases, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, COVID's been hard to a lot of us. We haven't seen our kids since Boxing Day. We shipped them off on the safe side. Hopefully we'll see them next week once the hospital's out of breakdown. I'd love to get into this building, have a look around it proper, do one of those explores. Oh, Scott, you don't follow me, but you're still watching me. You want to throw me in the river. Well, thanks for watching. Knightsbridge Park. Closed. A few people here walking around, getting some exercise. No picnics this time of year. Like I say, this is more of a test for a live video for future, more weather vlogs, really. When I get out there, we've got a plan for the spring and summer where I'm going to be out on the lake. Hopefully going to get some really good footage of some of the storms coming in. And as I said, out on the lake. So I want to play around with equipment and make sure I get it all the bugs ironed out before the spring and summer comes, so we can get out there quickly. Buddy, you have the right of way. Oh my God. Those are some big sunglasses, dude. Right, I'm surprised the battery lasted that long, so that's one good thing. All right, what we're going to do here, I'm just going to drive down to the little marina here, then we'll end the video. It's a nice little area down here. I do like this part of Chippewa down here, the little marina, the little boat launch. I saw something pop up. I'll read it in a second. Just give me a second. I did see your name pop up, Scott. But bouncing over these bumps, I don't want to read it because my eyes go all funny. I mean, what else did we have to do today? Nothing. We all mostly just sat at home, and that's where I've been all day. And that's where I'm going to go back now for the next bloody 24 hours before I go out for some fresh air. I should tell I'll walk the dogs later on when it goes dark. But, yeah, I've done my errands, and that's me. I have nowhere to go tomorrow, so I tied it in with today. But that said, there's no one policing anything. It seems very like voluntary compliance, all this right now. And for the best part, the vast majority of us are complying. And if we keep doing this, these numbers will drop, the health system will recover, and by the vaccines start going out, we should get back to normal again pretty quick. I'm very optimistic that come Easter, we're going to see a vast improvement. Many things will be open up again, and time we get to late spring, we can enjoy it more than what we did last year. So we just got to get through the worst part. You listen to the scientists, not just in this country, but in other parts of the world. They're clearly very optimistic that things will improve, which I'm looking forward to. I'll take their word for it. All right, quickly read the comments, and I'm going to shut it off. All right. What did Scott say? I've been subscribed for you for a while. Love your videos. My favorite. Scott, man. What's the other Scott? There's another. I do follow. Okay, there's two Scotts. There's another Scott giving me a hard time. Not that Scott. I gotta scroll back now. Oh, Scott Armstrong, I think, was the guy. He wasn't happy. Yeah, he's a guy who doesn't like me. That's fine. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. All right, Scott, you're in Mississauga. All right, I'll keep the videos coming for you, man. That's no problem. Thanks, Kathy. I'll pass it on to my wife. She'll probably read these in a minute. I got to phone her back in a minute because she's wondering where I am. She's like, dogs are home and I'm not there. Something's. Well, she'll know my camera bag's missing. Oh, this is beautiful, Steve. I'm expecting to come out on the water here this summer, along here. One of my new features, I've not announced it yet, but we are doing some exploration in the Niagara region and further afield, and I will be out on the water on a Sea-Doo this spring. There you go, just the secret's out of the bag. I bought a Sea-Doo last year and ready for this summer. And it's getting delivered in March. I've already started buying the equipment for it, my accessories, the camera, being out in the cold weather. I grew up by the sea, so I really want to get back out on the water. If I'm going to stay in the Niagara region, I want to get out on the water and enjoy it. So me and a friend of mine came up with an idea. We're going to get into some of those storms on Lake Erie and get them to chase us and hopefully get some good photographs as well as some storms coming in this spring and summer on the lake from a different vantage point. All right, that's me done. I'll just spin it around. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. It was a blast, 40 minutes. I found out something good today. My camera on the GoPro, the battery has lasted 40 minutes. It actually took me 10 minutes to set it up as well, so I'm nearly at 50 minutes on one battery. That's really good to know for a live feed for future. So like I say, it's just trial and error with my live feeds for future dates. So anyway, I can't do any proper series of vlogging right now because we can't really go anywhere. I could class myself as a key worker because I am reporting facts. I kind of like social media and stuff like that, so you can get around it that way, but I don't want to abuse it. So I'll just have my camera with me when I'm out and about, going places I have to go. I'll take advantage of it then. So apart from that, I won't be doing anything serious for the next few weeks until it's over and done with. So anyway, once again, everyone, thanks for watching. It's been great. If you haven't subscribed to me, please do so. I really appreciate it. I'm just bubbling around that 2,000 mark right now, which is amazing since I started this journey just over a year ago. And it's been really, really good to have a lot of you people with me on this journey. And it's been great. So anyway, stay safe, everyone. Make sure keep in check with your mental health. Get out, get some exercise, get some fresh air, and keep in touch with one another. Thanks very much.